I started. Hmm.
Okay, yes,
I
let's get started.
started my career right after completing graduation, okay, in
Okay.
2011. And now I'm 35 plus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time, but the thing is, the kind of success, the kind of achievement I have been dreaming of, I have not achieved yet. And due to my own failures and due to my some of family challenges.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, because my father, every year there is something big in my house, it's related to my father's health. Okay, I lost my mother when I was 15 years old, just
Mm-hmm.
before my first board exam. Okay, then started all the challenges, and then I completed my studies and all, and then in 2012. Uh, my father got heart attack.
In 2012, your father got a heart attack. Okay.
Huh.
So,
Then,
mm-hmm. Okay.
then one by one, then three brain stroke happened, and then he got paralyzed. I've come from a middle class family where no females working. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I and my sister are only working
Mm-hmm.
in female community. But the thing is, the kind of spirit, the kind of energy I had when starting out my career, I just lost it. I lost it because of circumstances, because of failures and the challenges. I know this is not the right thing to say, but I'm very honest about what happened and what are the things that I could not do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, then I started my journey as like SEO, first SEO link building, then SEO executive, then SEO specialist, and currently I'm working as SEO specialist in an Indian agency. I work from home, but the thing is, everything is depend on the project. If I get good amount of projects, then I make good amount of money. But lately, not lately, from last 12 months, I've been going through a very rough time, like a very hard time. Nothing works like whatever I have planned for, and like something is not the way I planned for.
Okay. Okay.
So now the thing is, the kind of money I'm making, it's very difficult to manage everything.
Okay. So, um, when you say you're working on projects, are you working on independent projects or are you working for some company?
I work for company. All besides that, I also take independent projects.
And do you take these independent projects from a certain platform? How do you try to find
No,
these independent projects?
actually, sir, I don't have any profiles or on any marketplace like Upwork, Freelancer, nothing like that. I always reach out to direct clients and take projects, whether it's local or international.
You do cold reach out, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
And do you
DMs, messages.
DMs messages via LinkedIn, Facebook? Which platform
Yes,
do you
yes,
use for
yes.
DMs messages?
Facebook, LinkedIn, sometimes Instagram, and
LinkedIn,
sometimes to reference, friends reference and all.
Instagram. And what are the challenges you're facing when you are sending these DMs? Are you not getting the projects?
No, actually, sometimes I am not getting any responses. Sometimes people people give replies, but they say, "Okay, let me think," and then they don't reply back.
Okay. And have you created a portfolio?
I have my own portfolio, but whenever I reach out, then I just edit that portfolio and then send them. Also, I tell them that I audit their business website so that I can go through the overview, what are the challenges they are facing, and I can note down and I can make a PDF for them.
Okay. So let's say Can I see your portfolio?
Uh, Sir, I will share after the call, but not now.
That's okay. That's okay. Uh, so so basically, see, what I'm trying to understand here is first I'm trying to understand what your skills are, right? So
Yeah,
so can you tell me what are you good at?
I'm good at SEO and social media marketing through organic and content marketing. And lately, I'm learning paid advertisement. So that is not like I am skilled at, but yeah, I'm learning. And YouTube management and YouTube or like YouTube like some I have managed some of the YouTube channels and their content marketing and content planning, everything that I can do.
In marketing and content planning. Yeah. Do you have any winning clients for whom you have brought good results?
I have worked for a local coaching institute
Mhm.
where I have achieved millions of traffics and views who are based in Delhi. Okay, so I have that screenshot and Google Search Console details and dashboard. I can show you that.
For their websites.
Yes, for their website. Right.
And is that the only result you have? Do you have any other results?
No, I have other results also. I have actually I specialized in education sector, SEO and social media. I have
Mhm.
worked for a couple of UPSC coaching centers based in Delhi. So I have done really well for their website and for their marketing. So those are the some rankings and branding I can show you up.
Okay. Okay, cool. And do you have any website of your own?
No, no,
You don't have a website.
no.
Okay. You don't have a website. And
Right now,
when you share your portfolio, do you share it in a PDF format with your clients?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And have you included all your results in that portfolio?
Not results, but the client website and the client targeted keywords along with the ranking.
Okay. And do you know anything else apart from SEO? Any other skills apart
ASEAN,
from SEO?
ASEO and social media marketing, I can I'm doing this, so I can say these are the skills that
Okay.
I'm working on.
When if we talk about social media marketing, what are you good at? I mean, can you elaborate? What do you do?
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah. In social media marketing, I can plan the content calendar. What are the
Mhm.
posts that needs to be done,
Mhm.
and be it text based, image based, or videos and reels. And then I can plan for the like engagement, whether it's group posting or community build up or um, any some contestants and all through a contest where people can engage with the post.
And do you do any type of video editing?
No, no,
No.
video editing I don't know.
You just take care of the planning part.
Yes,
And do
yes,
you create text-based content for in social media marketing?
yes, yes. I do on Canva.
You do so you also create graphics on Canva for your
Yes, yes,
clients.
yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so uh, you've been following me for the last 2 months, but so you don't know much about me, right?
No, no,
Who I am exactly.
no, sir.
Okay. Okay. So before we get started, I just would like to give you my introduction. I thought like you've been following me for a while. So have you watched the pinned video um on my profile?
Not
You did
yet,
not
sir.
watch it.
No.
Okay, okay, okay. Give me 10 seconds and let me start sharing my screen. Okay,
O-
and let me give you an idea of uh who I am, and then I'll give you some very good points on how you can pretty much increase your earnings, right? And what direction you need to follow, okay? Because from what I have understood is you have enough skills that can be converted into good money if you do the things the right way, okay?
Okay. Sir, actually,
So
I was planning to get an employment in an international agency where
mhm,
I can work as full-time SEO and digital marketing specialist.
mhm.
Besides this role, I can take independent projects. That's what I have planned for, and I need your support and help
I get
because
your
I
point.
need because the money is very important to
Mhm,
manage everything. So
mhm.
I have planned ki if I make between $3,000 to $4,000 per month, then I can handle or manage everything smoothly.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So now let me start sharing my screen and give you my intro first so that you know exactly who you're talking with, right? Uh,
Yes.
because usually people, when they get on this call, they have an idea about who I am. But let's get started. Let me start sharing my screen. Give me 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. So my name is Shabir Khan, and I started my journey as a copywriter. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
and I've written thousands of articles. This was in somewhere about 2006. Okay. And I wrote tens and thousands of articles. I've been doing internet marketing for over 10 years now. I had invested thousands of dollars in learning internet marketing. I'm a traffic training expert and a CPA marketing coach. I teach high traffic strategies with zero or very low cost methods. I'm a product creator and I've created some of my own products. I've authored some books as well. One of them is the Your No Excuse Guide. And I launched my own CPA platform. My courses sell anywhere from $500 to $1,000. I've authored some books as well. One of them is the Your No Excuse Guide. Steve Merritt came to meet me in India in September 2017. He's the guy who has made 50 million US dollars in the last 5 years. We did a contract partnership about a skincare brand. Uh,
Okay.
I have I'm usually invited to speak on stages. This is one of the event where I was invited to speak. Okay, so I'm about to speak today. There are like 500 people sitting here, and they're super excited for my session. Guys, can you hear me loud and clear? Great. So this is like 550 people cheering up my name. Then I was also invited to speak at the Marketing Alliance Thailand event in 2019. And this is where I spoke. All the big names are sitting here. Some of the biggest internet marketing celebrities are actually sitting here right now. Okay. All these names are super big. Like this is Devon Michaels, this is Rashwin, this is Marketing Alliance founder Declan, this is Anthony, and then we have Matt Basic. So then I was also invited to speak at the MadTech Summit, which got cancelled due to COVID. Uh, and I have also been awarded on, like, this video is actually on my pinned post as well on my Facebook, by the way.
Okay.
So, and I have also been awarded for, this is for in front of 5,000 people for achieving over 1 crore. Okay. Here.
Shabir Ahmed Khan or earn over 1 crore with Foxy Funnel.
So there was for fun. So we have Irfan Pathan, Anik Singhal, Mandira Bedi at this event.
Shabir Ahmed Khan for earning over 1 crore with Flexi Funnel. Okay, I know Shabir.
Okay.
So that's like in a nutshell about me. Okay, now if we talk about the money, I'll just log in into my Warrior Plus dashboard in front of you. And let me just log in here. So here, let's go to the consumptions here. So from, give me 1 second, please, okay?
Okay.
There, 31st. Okay, so this is my Warrior Plus dashboard, okay, and I've generated a total revenue of $128,000 by doing multiple SaaS product launches, okay, software product launches. And so this, yeah, so just refresh the screen. You can see that, right? Okay. I'm just refreshing this screen
Yep.
live, and this is also getting recorded, by the way. So yeah, like we did multiple launches. So that's in a nutshell about me. I have my own platform as well. It's called internetmarketersconnect.com, and it is an affiliate platform. I've met Anik Singhal, Harshil Karia. This is Matt Basic, one of the biggest email marketing experts in the world. And so pretty much these are my achievements. Okay. Now, I think I have your attention on what you reached out to me, but you should know who I am, right?
Of
Because
course.
there's no point in me explaining you the things if you don't know my expertise, right? So technically, anything you can think of, I have done it. Okay. Or I have been into the digital marketing game for the last 15 years. Yeah.
Okay.
One
Sir,
thing.
after AI has come, what about the affiliate marketing and CPA marketing? I have not done these things yet, but I'm curious to know.
I get your point, okay? And first of all, I would like to tell you, it's not about the business. It doesn't matter what you do. See, understand, okay? Now, this call will not be more about how to make money, but this call will be about how to treat money as a byproduct, okay? Right? See, money is a byproduct of the results, right? Whatever work we do, it's a byproduct of the work, right? Make sense?
Yes.
That is money. Now, the biggest problem in the industry, see, I have done a total of over 4,000 one-on-one sessions in the past 10 years. And I have been teaching students one-on-one Um, thousands of students. I have taught them personally one-on-one. Okay. And then I stopped my coaching for a while because I was focused on doing product launches in the market, right? Where I did $128,000 in revenue. So I stopped the coaching part. Then I just came back to this coaching part again because I feel good giving these coaching sessions to students. And when you talk one-on-one, you're able to, and when you're able to help someone uh, get better at their skills, you feel good about it. So I feel good about that. So I was missing that action. I was missing that positive vibe. So I just came back to this coaching part, and then I just, decided to do this again. Right now, here's the here is what money is all about. Okay, if you want to make money online, right, what you need to understand is money is based, you will always be paid. Doesn't matter if it's online or offline, you will always be paid for your skills and the effort you put in, right?
Right.
So and also the results you bring in, you will be paid for that. Doesn't matter whatever it is, right?
Right.
So when it comes to, let's first talk about your skills and how you can capitalize on them. Okay. Right. Then we will
Yes.
go to other stuff like affiliate marketing, CPA marketing, or whatever it is. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So you are an expert in SEO, right? Yeah.
Yes.
After taking your interview and after understanding what you have been doing so far, this is what I understood, that right now, you have the skills, but you lack direction. You're kind of lost, right?
Yes. True.
You're kind of lost and you're feeling like, where am I going? When will my next client come from? Right? When will my next project come from? Should I do a job? Right? Or how things will go. So
Right.
so you have an unpredictable income, plus you have an unpredictable business. Agreed, right? That's what
Yes.
you're going through, right?
Right.
Now, basically, you have these things, you have unpredictable income and unpredictable business because you have not streamlined a work pipeline for yourself. Okay, right? You just get a client, you start working for that client or on that project, and then and let's say if that client goes, right, you have no idea where the next client will come from, right?
Right.
Here's a very simple process to streamline that. Okay, can you tell me how many messages are you sending daily to your, how many cold DMs are you sending daily? Can you tell me?
Not daily.
So
I send them
how
like
often how often do you send cold messages out to the
when
clients?
actually thing is, so whenever I have a good amount of projects, I don't messages. But when client goes that project, I don't have a sufficient project, then I send them messages.
Okay, but let's say when you don't have sufficient projects, right?
Yes.
How many messages do you send out on a daily basis?
5 to 6.
5 to 6 messages. And let's say if you have 0 projects right now, after sending 5 to 6 messages daily, after sending how many messages do you get your one client or two client, whatever?
I think actually I don't
So
send
can we
message to
say after
everyone.
sending 10 messages, are you able to get one client?
Yeah.
Okay. So see, imagine if you make a habit, okay, of sending at least 100 messages per week. Doesn't matter if you have a client or if you don't have a client. Okay.
Okay.
Right. If you have, even if you have a client, you should make a habit of sending 100 messages per week. Okay. And you could divide it. Okay.
Okay.
So do you think you will ever run out of clients?
No, but 100 messages sent to whom? Like uh, these like prospects, such
Prospects, yes.
yes,
Potential leads.
yeah,
See, I told you first we're going to optimize your own things that you're doing in your current business rather than jumping to an unknown territory. Make sense?
okay, yes, yes,
Right?
yes,
Rather than me talking about an unknown territory for you, first I would
right,
try to understand if there are ways where I could do optimizations in your own business,
right,
and we
sir.
can scale that up, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
And this is one big problem that problem that and one big mistake that people do. Let's say they're doing something for a few years, right? And they see another shiny object, and without thinking anything, they start doing that next thing. They do forget that I could still optimize my own current work and business. And yes, there are multiple ways to do that. Okay? But people don't focus on that. Okay. So
Right,
let's first focus on this. So let's say if you have 3 projects right now, right? But
yes,
you still make a sheet, right? You make a sheet, right? Where you send those 100 messages, DMs per week, right? Now you could
okay,
divide the different platforms like 30 messages. I would be sending 30 messages on LinkedIn, right? I would be
yes,
sending 30 messages on Instagram, right? I would be sending 40 messages on
on Facebook,
Facebook, right? Facebook. Okay. Now, when you're sending these messages, you just have to understand one thing, that when you're sending these messages, you have to have a 99% rejection ratio in mind. Ratio in mind. Okay. When you already set up your mind that I am okay to get rejected 99% of the time, but I just need that one client out of those every 100 messages per week, right? You will never feel that miserability or that feeling that people don't reply, right? Sometimes people don't see my message, right?
yes,
You're looking for people who are willing to reply. If someone is not replying, you don't even have to give 1 ounce of your energy, right, to that person. Makes sense,
yes,
right?
yes,
So you don't even have to think about it, right? You just have to focus on where you get replies. Okay.
right,
So this way, when let's say if you're sending 100 messages per week, and if you could get one client every week, you would have a predictable. Now, what are we calling this? We are calling this predictable marketing, right?
yes,
So you will have a predictable marketing of sending 100 messages per week, right? So you
right,
you would know that you would get that one client per week.
yes,
Okay. That will help you sleep better every week. Okay.
yes,
Right. Secondly, you have to start focusing on hiring a VA, right? This could be a virtual assistant, or this could be some in-house worker, right? By in-house, I mean in office, okay? An office worker, right? Who could help you take more clients. You need to start thinking that if I could work on 2 projects, I need to hire someone with his help, I would pay him a certain amount of salary, right? And he would be helping me in working on more projects. Okay?
Yes. Right.
So, because see, how long are you going to work as a one-man business? You can't do
Yes.
that. If you're doing a one-man business, that's another problem. That if you get ill, if you get sick, if something is going on in the family, right? You know the income will stop. Again, that is
Yes.
again unpredictable situation, right? Unpredictable situation, right? Situation. Now, this situation is not going to rise if you have, let's say, 2 workers, right? 2 team members taking care of the legwork. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. True.
Right? Now, what you need to do is you need to assign the complicated tasks to these one, or you can start with 1 team member and then you can hire second team member. Okay, so you can assign the complicated tasks, okay, and time consuming tasks. I'll just put it this way: complicated tasks, time consuming tasks to these team members, right? So, and the most interesting part is when you give these tasks, you will be able to get more time for yourself to focus on customer acquisition. Okay,
Yes.
are you getting my point? Right?
Yes, sir.
So, and then you can also focus on onboarding the new clients, right? You can focus there. So right now, let's say I am talking with you, but I have my team who's actually working from my office and they're taking care of the stuff, right?
Okay.
I also made this if you look at my profile picture, it talks about I help busy entrepreneurs stay consistent and get their daily work done without procrastination.
Yes.
So I have a team, plus I am helping people get their work done. Right now, I don't do the work. I take the clients, I assign the clients stuff to my team, and work happens. Okay, so that way I can be on the calls. I can do what I love. Make sense? Right?
Yes.
So this way, when you have 1 team member or 2 team members, it would be easier for you. Now, let's say you're making whatever. Let's say if you're making 50K, right? If you're making 50K. Now you might think if I hire a team member, right, I would have to pay him a salary, and that's kind of a liability for me, right? That's
Right.
wrong thinking. Okay, that's wrong thinking. Let's say now, just to get an idea, right? You can do 2 things, okay? If you are concerned about paying less to a team member, you can start with an intern to whom you can pay anywhere between rupees 3,000, right? This is different for different cities. An intern, to an intern you can pay 2,000, right? And to 3,000 to rupees 3,000. And if you're hiring for 3, and you can just say you can just hire him for on a probation period. It's called probation period, right? For 3 months, 3 months, right? And then you can increase his salary based on his performance or whatever, right? Or you can hire someone who's an expert and pay him, rupees 5,000 to rupees 7,000, right? For 3 months, for on probation, for 3 months, right? And then you can increase his salary later on. Okay. So this way you get an extra hand to take care of your current projects. He also gets trained in those 3 months. And then okay, I can take another client because I have a worker, right? Now, what's going to happen is this way you would be able to take more projects, right?
Yes.
It means more project means more money, right? More money, right? And this way you can take any number of clients, because after maybe once you have like two people, two to three people in your team, right? What you can do is you can then take any number of projects and you can just keep hiring more staff, right? You can decide a certain amount. Let's say if you're charging, how much do you charge to a client, an estimated? Can you tell me for a certain project?
If it's based in India, then definitely the charges is very less, between 15,000 to 20,000.
Okay, and if it's from outside?
Then it can go high, right? From uh, $500, starting from $500.
$500. Okay. So basically what you can do is when you're hiring a staff, see, understand, right? If you're making 50K right now, in rupees, right? Rupees right now. And if you just give anywhere between rupees 3,000 to rupees 5,000, you might, in the beginning, you might feel I'm giving my money to a team member. But trust me, after some time, you will start feeling that I'm relieved out of so much work so that I can focus on the bigger parts of my business. I can focus on growing my business. Does that make sense? Right? Then that way, like let's say you're saying that I would like to, venture affiliate marketing, CPA marketing, other businesses. You can't do that when you're already struggling in your own work, right? But let's say when you have these teams, you can venture in other territories by yourself, learn them, get them executed. But when you would be having 1 to 2 team members or 2 to 3 team members, you will still when you venture into other territories, things will become so easy because okay, this is the task, I can get it, I can give this to my team, get the work done. Okay. So that way, everything will become easy for you. And you can start with one team member. The biggest problem, biggest mistake entrepreneurs do in the beginning is they try to do everything all alone. And then they just get exhausted at some point. You getting my point?
Yes.
Right? So and that is what you're going through. And how do I know all of this? Because I've personally gone through these experiences. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Whatever situation you are in, there was a time 10 years back that I was going through the same situation, but I invested a lot of money going to events, learning from other experts and all that. And then I found that no, this is not the right way of doing things. I have to get a team. Make sense? Right?
Yes.
So now, how would you, let's say the biggest challenge, let's say when you hire someone, the biggest challenge that you will face is how do I train him? It would be something like you will come to me and tell, most of my time is going in training him. It's better that I do the work rather than training him.
Yes.
Right? This happens with someone who does not have a team because they feel that way. Okay. So first of all, you need to hire someone who's actually smart and a fast learner. If you're hiring an intern, okay, right? And plus you need to give him 2 weeks first, and tell him in advance that I'm going to give you 2 weeks. If you're able to do the things in the right way, you will continue from there. If not, I'll just hire someone else, right? And if that's an intern, he will be willing to give work for you for free for the first 2 weeks, just so that he would learn a few things from you. Make sense?
Yes.
Right? So this is something that you could do. So that way, when you're working with a fast learner, it would be easier. If he's becoming a headache for you, please remove him within the first 2 weeks. Okay?
Right.
Right? But let's say if someone is passionate about working with you, you can keep him, because if someone is passionate about that, he will definitely get better at that, right?
Yes.
Secondly, how do you create the work? How do you actually, we call it pipeline. How do you create a pipeline? Okay. So you create pipelines by using Google Sheets. Okay. Like you create Google Docs with instructions on what to do, like step 1. So you create a Google Doc and you type the instructions there. Like step
Okay.
1. Step 1, this is what you are going to do. Or you can take help of ChatGPT. You can just write some rough instructions on a Google Doc, give it to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT that please format this and make it look professional so that I can share this with my team member, right?
Okay.
So it will take your rough instructions, it will format it in the right way, so you don't have to waste time in formatting, and then you will just give it to your team member. This is what you're going to do, right? Step 2 this, step 2 that, step 3 that, right? That
Understood.
if you want to give them some login details, login resources, you can give it to them. Like this is something that you can do on Google Docs, okay, Docs. And then if you want to give them some logins, right, login links, right, login instructions, etc., right, you can use Google Sheets, right? Do
Right.
you use Google Sheets?
Yes.
Right? And you
Yes.
can use the tabs in Google Sheets. So let's say if we just open a sheet, right? Open a sheet here. And then what you can do is you can just create titles here, like name of the client name, whatever, right? And then you can give them the login link, like login link.
Yes.
This could be the link, right? And then the password or whatever, right? So this way it would be easier for you, so that they don't come to you and keep asking you the same thing, right? So what you need to do
Right.
is you need to plan the work for them in advance, right? Let's say if your team member is not available on at a certain time, if he's not able to get on a Zoom call, stuff like that, what you can do is you can create the instructions. Let's say not everything can be explained via a Google Doc or Google Sheet, right? Sometimes we need to
Right.
share the screen with them, show them how to do the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can use Loom, right?
Yes,
To
I did that. Actually, earlier I used to work in an Australian advertising agency
Mhm,
where I used to lead a small team. Okay,
mhm,
and then I screen capture my things that I need to train him how we can create backlinks and how we can audit any client's website. So I do the work, and while doing the work, I capture the everything. Also I like I recorded my voice also, so
mhm.
that every time I don't need to say the same thing to different interns or different team members. I also share the link, the video link, so that they can watch at their own time and they can start their work as per the client's demands.
Perfect. So this way, basically, so now you are remembering that how a business works, right?
Yes,
When you were
yes.
working with a certain business, that's how they were working, right? And that's the way
Right.
of doing the things, right? Getting things done. Because
100%. Yes.
uh, secondly, if there's some repetitive task, let's say when you're training your team member for the first time, uh, train him via a Zoom call, so that he's sitting on his own laptop or PC and you're sitting on your desk. And like I'm recording the Zoom call right now. So that way, whatever you're training to him, that becomes an internal team training for your team member. So let's say if that person, let's say
Right.
another problem that you're going to face when you will start hiring new people will is that some people will come and learn a few things from you and then they will just leave the job, right? And then you will say, oh,
Yes.
now do I need to train the next person? No. When you're training the first guy for the first time, record every video, record every Zoom call. Even if he's sitting on just beside you, you can still start a Zoom recording. You know that, right? You can record
Right.
calls with Zooms and keep them for yourself. So you can, when you telling him something, don't tell without the Zoom recording. Just start the screen recording and then explain him everything, even if he's sitting just beside you, so that if that person leaves, quits the job, right, or if there's a need for you to fire him, when the next person comes, you just need to give him the recordings, right? And then what you can
Perfect.
do is you can use Google Drive to folder, right, and create a separate folder by saying module 1, module 2, module 2, and module 3. This way, what you can do is you can keep the recordings in a certain sequence in the Google Drive, so that as soon as the next person comes, you just give him the recording. Watch the recording. If you have any questions, ask me, but please, this is your first task. So what you're going to do is, this is called like this is called like there are two things: training an employee versus training a process. So in this case, you would actually be training the process and not the employee. Make sense? So that
Right.
way, if your business is not relying on an employee, eh, if that employee goes, you still have the process and you can just share that process with the new guy, and boom, he will be trained in less than 3 days. Make sense on the basics? Make sense, right?
Yes.
Another thing that you need to remember is, if someone is good, if someone is truly some team member is truly helping you make more money, make sure to give him bonuses. Let's say if because of him you've made some good money, right?
Of course.
You
Of
don't
course.
have to tell them that you've made good money because of him, but you can say, hey, you've done a quality job. This is an extra rupees 500, an extra rupees 1,000, or an extra rupees 1,000. Okay. In this way, in the beginning, you can still retain that person without increasing his salary,
Yes.
right? But let's say if someone has become very good and you know that without him things cannot move forward, you need to give him appraisals, okay? Appraisals, right? That means you need to keep increasing his salary from time to time, increasing his salary from time to time, okay? Time to time. That way he will stick with you. Plus, some very important things: never get mad at your team member. Never. By never, I mean never. Okay. If he is, especially when he's in the learning phase. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Learning phase. Because let's say, first of all, you need to understand that in the learning phase, he's going to do the hundreds of mistakes, right? So you cannot just get mad and then explain him that. Okay. If you feel there's some sensitive stuff, don't give him sensitive stuff in the beginning, right?
Yes.
But what happens is, when he's in the probation period, he's also while getting to know the work, he's also getting to know you as an employer, okay? Employer, right? And if he feels that you're dominating him and if you're making him or her uncomfortable, nobody wants an uncomfortable boss, right?
Right.
Do you want an uncomfortable boss who makes you uncomfortable, who makes you feel bad?
No, sir.
Right? Nobody wants that, right? So how could you become that person for your team member? right? Always
Right.
be a star boss for your team member. Your team member should love you, right? Like, for example, if my team member does a mistake, they've done some crazy mistakes, okay? And I've been like, I didn't say a word to them when they did that mistake. I just, because usually anger kicks in, right? But the best way to avoid that is just keep silent at that particular moment. And then later on, I explain them in a very good way. And I don't call their mistakes as mistakes, okay? I call that, for them, I say, okay, so let's say if there's an employee by the name Ravi, right? I'll say, okay, Ravi, you know what? You have an area of improvement that you need improvement that you need to work on. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So rather than calling it a mistake, I call it as an area of improvement.
Okay.
Because the moment I say, Tinku, you've done 4 mistakes, that hits hard. Oh, I'm sorry, right? No, but if I say, hey, Tinku, you have 4 areas of improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
You see the difference, right?
Yeah, huge difference.
The second one feels, wow, I'm going to get improved. My skills will get upgraded, right?
Right.
So, uh, so basically, this way, your employees will always feel, when you say area of improvement, your employees will always feel that with this employer, I will always be able to upskill myself. But usually, what other people do is, other bosses, hey, this mistake, you've done this mistake. It makes them feel bad. And then if they find a better opportunity at a better place, they just go there. But for me, even some of my employees have better, still, they tell me that I found a better opportunity, but I'm sticking with you because I get that respect. I'm able to upskill myself.
True. True.
So, now tell me, okay, another important thing, okay, very important thing for you. So, how do you take care of your own work, Tinku? How do you complete your own work? Like, do you have a method where you, for
Yes.
completing your own tasks?
Yes, I have. After onboarding the new client, I break down the task.
Mhm.
Whatever task that I need to do, whatever task that writers need to do, and some designers can design their stuff. Before designing, I have to give the whole client details and the things that need to be created, like text, images, videos, shorts, whatever things. I planned accordingly, and then share respective people, and then I start my own work, like
Perfect.
keyword research, auditing, then on-page optimization, then start delegating off-page SEO work to other team members who are who do the manual tasks like link building, backlinking, etc.
Got it. And are there any times where you feel that you procrastinated on a certain thing?
I do a lot. This is absolutely, I have to accept it. And it happens and it gradually increases day by day. Like then I watch some videos, like some tutorials, some TED Talks and all things. Then I think that I need to do these things or that thing, but in action, I do zero.
But if you just watch the motivation, but it does not help, right?
No,
Even after watching
whenever
the
I
motivation,
watch the motivation videos, I just
you
I get energetic and
motivated.
all.
Mhm.
Yes, motivated, but in action, this is not happening.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you the if answer, the recipe to avoid your personal procrastination. You ready for that?
Yes.
Right? So basically, it's a very basic thing that you need to do daily. Okay. So, for example, what you need to do is you need to create a Google Sheet. okay? And then you
Okay.
need to name it to-do list, okay? To-do list, and then you can say 2026, right?
Yes.
2026,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Then what you need to do is you need to write tomorrow's date here, right?
Okay.
So let's write today's date, 3rd of December here, okay? And then what you're going to do is, without thinking, you will start writing all your pending tasks that are
Okay.
pending for today, for tomorrow, for the past couple of weeks, right? You will write that down, that I client one task, right? Then I need to take care of the off page SEO. I need to do the
Sir,
link
for
building.
this, I use Asana, and I used to use earlier Monday, the work software, like weekly basis. Yes.
Honestly, they don't help. I know that. Did they help? Did they help you? Did
Yeah,
they help
because
you?
I used to work under an agency. So yeah, how they manages, I used to follow them, right?
But that was an agency. Right now, are you using them?
No, no.
No, right? So I am telling you the desi ways of doing it, right? Without
Yes,
using
yes.
those,
No,
you
no.
know, softwares and
Right, right.
productivity softwares, right? Okay. This is the, like, Google Sheets is my go-to tool for everything. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Uh, if you don't use Google Sheets, you can use Excel, but with Google Sheets, you can just access them anywhere. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. I use it.
so this is what you can do. You can write, let's say, today's date. So whatever tasks are pending, you're going to do that today after this call. Okay. This thing. The
Okay,
first thing that you're
okay.
going to do is create a to-do list, right? Name it to-do list 2026, and then
Yes.
just write down whatever task you have without thinking, whatever is coming to your mind. So what you need to do is, all this pending work that is sitting in the memory of your brain, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to write that down here, right?
Yeah.
Pending task one, right? Pending task two, pending task three, pending task four, all like this, right? And what you're going to do, let's say after you fill the sheet, maybe today when you do this, you might end up writing 30 different tasks, okay? And this should be
Mm-hmm.
not a broad task. It should be a very specific thing. So let's say I need to send a message to client one, right?
Right.
I need to create 5 links. You know more about your stuff, right?
Yes, yes. Right.
So basically, you're going to be very specific in that, right? Don't just say, okay, I need to work on this project. This is a broad task, okay? It doesn't say anything what you need to do, right? But
Okay.
rather, you're going to say, I need to create 20 backlinks for this website. This is a specific thing that you would have to do, right? Then what you're going to do, once you have this list filled in, right, you're going to pick up 5 important tasks, super important, that needs to be done today, right?
Yes. Hmm.
uh let's divide that. I call that uh at the priority levels, okay? So you need to set 3
Yes.
priority levels, right? Level 1, level 2,
Level 3.
level 3, right?
Right.
So let's say level 1 being the high priority, right? And then you need to give the high priority as a red color, right? And then the medium one as the yellow, and the low one as the light blue, okay, light blue. Then what you're going to do is you're going to simply say, okay, so this is high priority, I'll mark this as red, okay? And let's say this one is low priority, I'll mark this as yellow, okay? And this one is like, this is like medium priority, and this is like low priority, I'll mark this as light blue, okay? So this one is high, you don't have to write high. I'm just writing this for an example. Low, and the yellow means medium.
Yes.
So and then you're going to mark, okay, this one is again high. So you're going to choose 5 high priority tasks, right? Now, when you have them here, right? So 5 chosen, then what you're going to do is you'll just simply, you can either see it from here or just, make another sheet and then copy the high ones in other sheet. I don't do other sheet though. The colors are enough for them. Then I just
Yes.
pick, okay, I need to create 2 backlinks. I'll just go get that work done. I'll come back here and I'll mark this as green. Done.
Done.
Right?
Yes.
I could show you like this is a recorded call, but let me stop this screen recording and I could show you my to-do list. Okay.
Okay.
So like you see my 2025 to-do list. If you see here, it's right here in the bookmarks. You see that? Do you
No,
see
I'm
this?
not able
Okay,
to
okay,
see
you're not
it.
able to. You see this here? Here?
Yes, yes, yeah.
It's right in the bookmark. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So now
I'm
let me
seeing.
pause the recording. And if you see here, this is my to-do list.
Okay.
And if you see, like this is like for 2025. And if you see so many tasks, 26 December, create planner resources, create a post about partner resources as a lead magnet, put IMC subscription on hold, cancel Zoom subscription, keep a track of AWS, right? Uh, Plan any long videos, title and thumbnail, plan short video titles, right? Wake up daily, right? Sleep early. You see, super basic things. Then
Yes.
the ones that are in green that have been completed, even with this to-do list, there are still some tasks that get pending, but still I am able to do at least 50 to 60% of my tasks. Now, if you see the dates at the top, right? 26 December, 28 December, 7 June, 29 June, right? Now what you need to do is you need to make a habit of writing next day's task. So the next day task will actually go in the next column. Okay. Let's say 4th December. And before sleeping, okay, you need to sit down and write what you're going to do tomorrow. Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yes,
See, there's a quote. Zig Ziglar said this. That quote is called that if you wake up and go to your desk and then think, okay, what do I need to do now? That means you are a jobless person with a job. Are you getting my point? Right?
yes.
So basically, you need to plan all
Ahead.
tomorrow's pending work tonight.
Okay.
This way, you will never procrastinate. Okay. And there was a book that I read actually about getting the work done. And it gave an example of a gym where it mentioned that usually people procrastinate a lot when going to the gym and they don't go to the gym daily because of that. So it just gave a very basic example saying if you don't want to miss the gym, whenever the time, let's say if I'm going to the gym at 7 p.m., right? As soon as 7 p.m. happens, it told just go and wear the gym t-shirt. That's it. The moment you wear that, your brain starts saying, okay, I need to go to the gym. So you don't need to go to the gym to go to the gym. You just, as soon as the time hits at 7 p.m., just wear the gym t-shirt. You've done the step 1. Now you will not miss the gym that day. Make sense? So
Yes.
So basically, I converted that method into writing those tasks. And if you write those tasks before you sleep, when you wake up, the first thing that you're going to do is open this sheet, right? Now, how much effort would be required for you to just open this sheet? Just bookmark that. And in a split of a second, you open your laptop flap. The first thing you do is you open this sheet and then boom, you have your task. Okay, I need to do this. Boom. Do you think you will procrastinate?
No.
You won't, right? So these are the things. And when you will be hiring a team member, you will have more tasks to take care of, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
so without this, you will fail badly, right? Your team member
Yeah.
will sit idle.
Right,
So
right.
so these are the things that you need to do. Now tell me, do you think these things will remove the unpredictability part from your business? Tell me.
Yes, if I do this or follow this on a regular basis, then definitely I have multiple clients.
And did I help you get that worry out of your mind?
A clear roadmap.
A clear roadmap, right?
Yes, yes,
So, so, so basically, now tell me, let's say if you start doing these things, right? Now tell me what I now I need you to tell me what you will start doing from today, uh, in based on whatever I told you. Tell me. Number one, what is the first thing that you're going to do after this call?
First thing, I will do the to-do list. What are the things that I need to do for today and for
Mhm.
tomorrow in advance? I need to plan in Excel, not in my mind.
Perfect. Mhm.
Second thing, I need to generate leads
Mhm.
that I'm going to send them messages from tomorrow onwards.
You're going to generate leads, and
Yes,
start sending
yes,
cold DMs, right? Cold DMs, right? And uh, how many DMs are you going to send per day? You need to think of a number, right?
yeah, 10 to 12 per day.
10 to make it 15, okay? 15 messages per
Yes,
day. Messages
yes,
per day, right? And
yes,
then you can you also need to decide the platform. So you need to write that on your to-do list, right?
yes,
So
yes,
there will be two types of to-do list for you, okay? Number one, this thing for procrastination, and then on sheet number two, you can write down your daily tasks, okay?
yes, yes,
Daily tasks, such as number one, send send 15 messages per day, right?
yes,
On, let's say, Facebook. I'll say on LinkedIn, right? And then send, then you will say, not sending, but it will be send. Then send 15 messages on Facebook, right? Then send 15 messages on Instagram. And then you're going to write a date here. Let's say 3 December. And then you're going to come, once you send those 15 messages, you're going to type yes, okay? Or you're going to
yes,
type done. You type done, right? So once you're done with these tasks, so these will be daily repetition tasks. You can create a sheet 2 in the same to-do list, right? And then you can write done, right? Whatever your daily repeated task. And then the next day you're going to say 4th December, same thing,
right.
December, same thing. Now, this strategy is built like, there was a guy who actually sold more than $1 million worth of insurances every year in marketing. Okay.
Okay.
And he used to do, I think, 100 to 200 calls per day. Okay.
Okay.
So when he was interviewed for his amazing success, um, someone asked him, how are you able to get that motivation of doing 100 to 200 calls per day? How do
Mhm.
you do that? What drives that motivation? Okay. So so uh for 100 to 200 calls, and this guy replied, he mentioned that he had a jar, okay, of pins pins on his table, okay,
Okay.
which had about 200 pins. 200 pins, okay? It's 100 to 200, I don't remember. It has, let's say, 100 pins, okay? 100
Mhm.
pins. 100 pins, okay? Now what he used to do is, whenever he made his first call, he used to pick like two jars, okay? So he used to pick a pin from jar one and used to drop it into jar two. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And until those 100 pins are completely shifted from the first jar to the second jar on every call, he did not, leave the desk. And so there was no motivation. The only thing was a signal, right? A prompt. That's it. So if there is a certain prompt that makes you do that stuff, right, you will do it. So now he's not focused on getting those phone calls. He just has that stimuli to pick that pin, put it, then okay, now I have to make a second call. So he used to second pin, right? So this way his brain, he actually tricked his brain, that until those 100 pins are shifted from one jar to another jar, he will not get up. Now this particular sheet, okay, will do that pin thing for you. Where's that? Yep. So sending 15 messages. So until you send those 15 messages, you know that you have to click done, right? So let's say if someday you are busy, you did not do the job, you will just come here and you will say not done, not done, not done. So this way you will also be able to track your progress. Are you getting my point? Right?
Yes.
See, understand, you cannot scale what you cannot measure. There's a saying, you cannot scale what you cannot measure. You cannot measure. So earlier you never had the method to measure your work, measure your predictability. Now this way, let's say if you for 10 days you did not do the reach outs, right? You will exactly know by looking at the sheet, okay, I did not reach out for this number of days, right? Now, here's the interesting part. When you create these pipelines for yourself, you will also be able to create the same exact pipelines and to-do lists for your employees. Make sense? So you would know exactly, let's say if you delegate this task to your team member, that he needs to send these 15 messages a day, right? So you can just check, okay, that have you sent those messages, right? If he says yes, and if you want to check, you just need to go and see if the messages were sent that day with dates and all, right? He cannot lie to you either. Make sense?
Yes.
Right? So this makes the final step, right? You will be able to send those messages. Now, what is the third thing you're going to do? Tell me.
I think I need to plan something that whenever I hire some interns or a part-time or full-time employee, that what are the things that I need to prepare for them,
Correct.
like SOPs or
SOPs,
work
exactly.
delegations and all.
Exactly. Perfect.
And then
So,
I need to train also because every day is new thing happening in our industry. So I need to allocate some time for the training myself also.
exactly. I need to train and upskill myself,
Yeah,
upskill.
so that what are the things that are happening in this industry, I can grab and I can acquire the skill and I can take advantage of it for my clients or for myself.
100%. Because see, in the IT world, in this industry, if you're not upskilling yourself, you will get left behind in a matter of months. You never
Yes,
know, right? And and
yes,
uh and that is why you came on this call, right? To
right,
upskill yourself. So
right.
so did I get all your worry out? And do you think you have a very clear roadmap? Do you have that direction right now? Tell me.
Yes, a lot of confusions has gone by the way you have explained each and everything, but somehow Ma, I have some fear. I don't know what is called, but I have fear in my mind that what if I send 100 messages and then I get rejections in everywhere. Already I'm failure, but after trying hard, but something is not happening for my no, for my as like for my benefits and all. So I don't know, but this fear is like on my head.
Okay, so if I say the fear is still on your head,
Yeah.
it was still there before this call, but do you think you can measure that fear right now? Earlier, you
Now
were not able to measure the fear.
yes, right, right. It was earlier 10 on 10, now 5.
Correct. So let's say if you are stuck in a jungle, right? And if you don't know where the city is, right?
Right.
You are going to fear, right?
Yes, yes,
Uh fear without knowing what will happen to you, what will happen to you and when, right? But let's say if you're stuck in the jungle, right? And if you know the roadmap roadmap to reach the city, right? Then you will still have the fear, but you will know that in 30 minutes, in let's say in 2 hours, you will reach the city, right? And the fear will go off, right? Go off.
yes,
So
right.
now it's just a matter of time when that fear you have in mind will go off. Make sense?
Very true. Right. Very correct.
And just understand this. I have been through the same challenges, the same fears, the same problems and the same barriers when 10 years back, right?
Okay.
And I was able to get out of that using the same method, using the same roadmap. And I just gave you the roadmap. This call, like based, see, if you observe, when you sent me those messages, you you did not tell me that you told me more about your fears, more about the challenges in your life rather than trying to learn a skill, right?
Yes.
And I gave you the exact answers based on the challenges that you were facing, right? If I could have told you, hey, like I did show you the money, right? I did show you that I've made $128,000 and all, right? But if I would have told you that, okay, this is how you can make the money, right? I don't think I would have solved your problem
Because
because then
yeah, that the skills, the things that you have been doing, I have not done yet, right? So those are new skills to me. I need to first learn that, uh, uh, and then with that skill, I need to make money.
exactly. So first you need to get good at your own territory, right? Then you need to automate that territory, right? So
Right,
that money
right.
can flow on automation, and then you when you have enough time, then you can focus on the next stuff. And this is what I did. I have done a lot of things, right? I
Right.
used to do multitasking a lot. My biggest challenge for me was how to focus in on one thing, because I used to do multiple things at a time
Yes,
and I was
I
not
have
able
to.
to focus on one thing. That was my biggest challenge. But I learned it the hard way, right? On how to focus on one thing. And I'm teaching the same things to my students, right? So now coming to this part, okay? Um if you like, this is what I can do for you, okay, in your initial stages, right? Like, I have my own team who are experts in a lot of stuff, right? Now, if there's something that if you say, okay, in the beginning I don't know where to hire, what to hire, right? I don't know if the people are going to work and all, right? What I can do for you is you can hire my staff as a virtual staff for you, okay, right? for for a price of an intern, okay, intern, intern that is just for rupees 3,000, okay, per month, right? And you can delegate whatever the task is, right? And I will assign my team member to your task, get that work done for you so that you don't even have to worry about hiring someone, right? Down the line, I gave you everything, the entire blueprint. You can go and hire someone, right? I will even share this document with you, okay? So you can go through this document and get the information out, right? Because I observed you were not taking any notes. You were very focused on this call. I observed that, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
so I will share this document with you. So this is what I can offer you, right? And this intern is not an intern, of course. This guy
Okay.
that I have are trained experts, right? And on all the basic stuff, right? Basic to intermediate to advanced stuff, plus the extra skills that my team members have are graphic design skills, right? They can make any type of graphic, logo, cover, anything, okay? Thumbnails, okay? These are all time consuming tasks, okay?
Okay.
And they can also do video editing, right? Especially long form
Okay.
video editing for
Yeah,
YouTube videos.
if long form videos is made, then we can cut the short pieces, right? There are a lot of tools available.
I would say no to that. Why? Because when you're doing a long form video, it takes a bigger space, right? And if you try to, and if it's a face video, you can cut the face part, right? And you can edit that. But if the entire editing is done on a YouTube frame size thing, you can't just take that editing and bring it to a small reel size stuff, right? So that's why I specifically mentioned long form video editing,
Okay.
right? We are not doing reels currently. We are not doing any reels editing part, but I would assign one of my members to do the reels. But this is what we are good. My team is good at: video design, graphic design skills, any kind of data entry, right? Any kind of reach outs, okay?
Sir, I
The
have some
basics.
questions.
Yes, please ask.
Yeah, thank you. Since you have a lot of experiences and in our industry, so this part, like reach out and generating leads, definitely international, not in Indian clients. So my target client would be an international, be it USA, UK, Australia, okay,
Okay,
and
okay.
Canada. So the thing is, I need that part's help.
Got it. Okay. So let me stop this recording and start a new one, okay?
Okay.